Welcome back to Palanier, everyone. Ham here. And what am I doing? Why am I backing in here? We're going to sell this cultivator, or this harrow, and we're going to give the bigger harrow a go today. We're going to do it because I'm going to, right now, pick up this big contract to do this big field 18. So let's accept that contract. Okay. And then after this, we do this job today, we will switch over to the new month and see if there's some mowing stuff we have to do. Because we've got to get into work. We've got to get into the year. We've got to make some money. We've got to get ahead. We're going to repaint. We don't need to repair and sell it. How much do we get for it? Only 419. Oh, we don't want to customize it. Sell. Okay. A little bit more cash in the bank. This one's going to cost us about 800 bucks. I'm not going to do any changes to this one at all. I'll just go here and tell the guys what I want. I want the 5-meter harrow, thanks. I'm going to leave it all stock. Do we want to change the color at least to match the Fent? Oh, yeah, is that the Fent green? That's just green. Is there like Fent green? Yeah, Fent classic green. Select. Okay. Doesn't cost us a thing. Let's buy it. Here I am saying we're not going to do any mods to it, and then I instantly paint it. That'll be the thing that breaks it, you watch. Okay, so extra meter, you'd be surprised, goes a super long way. But either way, we're going to do this contract. We're gonna try and buzz through this one quickly and get into the next months. Now, some great comments last time out. Thank you very much to everyone for your comments again. Really appreciate everyone's knowledge they have in the game. Not that I don't have any. I've been playing this game for years and years and years through all the iterations also. It's just always good to hear other people's perspectives because everyone does everything differently. And sometimes people do things a better way than what I do, and I appreciate that knowledge. So thank you very much. And on that note, it was talking about how the front loader wouldn't go on this tractor. So that's something we have to be wary of, the fact that I can't get a front loader on this tractor. Now, that reminds me, I do want to check if there is... I'm going to pull over to the side here just in case cars need to get past. You're indicating too, Ham. I'm always indicating. Right, now, there should be a thing in here for a rear fork tool. It's not under winches. Is it under miscellaneous? It'll be somewhere, maybe not in the wood category. Try this one. Here it is here. It's so this is a 3-point attacher, right, with hydraulic system, and this has a set of forks on it, right? So you can use the tractor in reverse, or maybe you could put it on the front of the tractor. Maybe we could, maybe we couldn't. But 10,000 bucks we can save up for and get ourselves that, and that will help us be able to lift and shift our pallets rather than using the poor ride-on mower. So I think we'll go for something like this, you know. I'm still going to go ahead and try and get some chickens and buy feed because I don't think the feed in the grand scheme of things is going to set us off that much. We can only have a maximum of 31 chickens anyway, so the feed for 31 chickens isn't going to be, it's not going to blow the budget terribly. So I think we'll be okay mostly. I'm going to kick off and listen to a bit of a time lapse today. Now let's talk about what we're doing here. And then I'm going to get Gary to take over for a little bit. I've spoken to Gary on the phone already. He's good. He's currently, I think, having breakfast or morning tea somewhere around the place. He's always eating or he's always having a drink, Gary. So we're going to do 2 headlands? Sure. See how we got the grey wheels, we got the grey harrow section, and we've got the green bar that matches the green tractor. It's like it was meant to be. Okay, yeah, so look at that working width, by the way. That's a much superior working width. So I can go ahead and I can get a good start on this field anyway. We'll get Gary to come in and take over for a bit while I actually head over, and I'm gonna do a bit of work to try and fill up the greenhouse as much as I can. that way we don't have to worry about doing the greenhouse too much. I was going to do it offline, I just haven't had a chance. We don't want to go down into that ditch. Alright team, so I've called Gary. Gary's supposed to bring the truck over to me and then we're going to switch. I'm going to take the truck back and he's going to come and take over the tractor work. However, Gary's having trouble with the truck. There's something going on with it, so what I'm going to do instead, it's a bit annoying, I'm going to get Gary, I'm going to drive the tractor, I'm going to leave the cultivator in the field here, go and pick up the mower, take the mower back home, switch the tractor with Gary. Basically, I'm going to do a big round the world trip just to help Gary get sorted because he can't get the car started. So what I'll do is I'm going to leave the harrow up here. This looks like a good sort of middle section. We've made a good start on it anyway. Okay, if I leave you about here. Brilliant. I can go over that little bridge down there. This field actually won't take too much longer. I mean, that 5 meters working with is absolutely dynamite. Oh, Gary. I could have got an Uber, but I may as well just zip back up to the store anyway. Look at all this mud on our tyres. It's probably going to all flick off all over the place down here. Should clean up the more we drive on the pavement here, I think, and the grass. Clean up our muddy tyres. Yes, good. I don't know how anyone else feels, but I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how this this mower goes. Like I mentioned, I think an episode or maybe 2 ago, I'm not that keen on towed implements when it comes to like mowers. I prefer hard fixed, like I mentioned before, but I'm actually really eager to get into the mowing with this thing this year. And obviously Gary's going to be on the Husqvarna. It just goes without saying. But we're definitely going to be having a go at this this mower here. But getting 2 mowing jobs going is going to be, I think, crucial to our pushing forward this year and getting ahead with some better implements and some more fields and so forth. All right, backed in. Now let's get Gary sorted out, shall we?
2,000 years later.
Well, Gary's off and running, so that's good. He's settled in, and hopefully, I don't think. I mean, it's probably not going to take him too long, to be honest. It probably won't take him long at all. That 5 meters Who was it? Was it Archon that mentioned the 5 meter? I can't remember. If you mentioned the 5 meter, let me know down below. Otherwise, I'll go back and double check. Okay, we'll double check how much we've got stored up in the tanks now. You might have seen me do a quick phone call flash there. I had to pick up a contract from Noah. Really needs some dead wood cut down. Not a huge job. It's only worth about 750 euros. Let's just do one more trip here. And then we'll go cut that dead wood down for Noah. Maybe just a couple. Maybe a couple. We'll see how much we've got here. Look how quickly that fills up. We've got some good water flow in this place. Our pipes have good flow, you might say. So let's do a check here. You can see the tracks we're burring through the place here. Let's just do a little look here. But these tanks definitely hold a lot of water, so that's good. Yeah, you can see here the contract. Noah wants us to do a little bit of work here for him. I think, is that just up near our place, or is that... Oh, it is just up behind our house, so that's easy. We can whip down and do that shortly. Let's see how much... Oh, look at that. Oh, I tell you what, we could almost get that pretty full. Let's just do one more, just to make me feel better about it. Okay, last load. And then I'll leave the trailer here. And then we'll go and cut some timber. Okay, so let's drop that there. Brilliant. Let's go down and cut this timber for Noah, and then we can tell him that it's done. And by that time, Gary might be pretty close, or we could just go and take over from Gary, and we might go and do that. So, issue with the car that I didn't let everyone know, there was a loose battery cable. So we just had to tighten up the battery cable. That was it. The battery is fine. It's a half decent battery. Just a loose cable, so it wasn't starting. That's why Gary was having a bit of trouble. Is that from us from the past? I'll leave that running. That log? What's going on here? Someone's just left a bit of a log here. How interesting. 1, 2, there's a third one. Right, let's get these chopped. You can see Gary has charged me 374 euro so far. Unbelievable, Gary. He is not cheap to hire. Right, so I can, we'll go back to the car here. I can let Noah know that contract's done. Right, I'll go and switch out with Gary again before he charges me an arm and a leg. He's already cost me an arm. I don't want the leg as well. If anyone's been following our Mount and Blade Bannerlords Realm of Thrones, which is a complete mod conversion of Game of Thrones for Mount and Blade Bannerlord, I am having a blast anyway, and chat's getting involved when we're streaming it also. Check it out. We're fighting, if anyone knows Game of Thrones, we're fighting for the Reach, and if anyone doesn't know who the Reach are, that's the Tyrells. So Marjorie Tyrell, you know, the quite attractive one, and Loras Tyrell, her brother, the Knight of the Flowers, he was. So we're playing a revenge for the Reach playthrough, where we're fighting our way in the army of the Tyrells, and we're trying to become a vassal for them. Having a brilliant time doing it also. I've got to go and get Gary. All right, I'll see you guys after we do the switch out. Gary's just taken off. And he's left us with this lovely little just square bit to finish off here. Actually, I might just go up and get that patch up there he's left. Ah, no, bugger it. We'll just crack on here, eh? Shall we? We shall. Well, whoever said switch to the 5 meter, give yourself a pat on the back, and I'm glad you did because it forced my hand to give it another go. And I've got to be honest, I'm really pleased we did, because this, a job this big would have been, even with 4 meters, not that bad, but it would have taken us almost twice as long with the 4 meter to do this field. But this has been a brilliant, quick cultivating job. All right, all done. Let's hand those contracts in. Oh, by the way, I actually spoke to Walter on the phone, FYI. Walter couldn't believe that we were doing his cultivating jobs, and he didn't realize that it was us. So he called me and he said, "Ham, is that you doing my cultivating jobs? Like, you're not borrowing the equipment. What's going on?" He didn't realize that we had gone and bought the new Fent and a cultivator. So he was taken by real surprise, and he was like, "Oh, brilliant." And he goes, and so he now knows that now I've got a tractor. He probably has a bit more work for us coming up this year, which that's really good. That bodes really well for us. I said, "Look, I don't have a combine or anything like that." He said, "Don't worry about it." He goes, he now knows that we're serious about this whole tractor business and farming business, right? So he's definitely more inclined to start giving us some more jobs and more work. Stop, sign Ham. Yep. Yeah, more inclined to give us more work. And letting us use his equipment. So I'm really chuffed in that. Home sweet home. That's February in the books, and we are all wrapped up, ready to have an early afternoon from a good day. Still a good day's work. The Turbomatic, it needs a clean. It really needs a clean. And we need to probably get a cover for the John Deere, and so we're going to need to buy a shed. We got lots of stuff we need to buy. Where do we think a shed would be best on this place? Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe the shed could go in the middle here, but I need it to be a through and through shed if it does. I need it to be an open cover, like an open area covered. A covered open area. Let's go with Kaz. Let's go with that. All right. Let's go to sleep, shall we? Yeah, I need a covered open area. Where do you think we should go? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that one. Oh, welcome. Oh, it's raining. Well, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. And we've got some products here. Are they chilies? We've got chilies, carrots, lettuce, all of the good stuff. I'm just going to let it stock up there. Obviously, we can't lift it and shift it. We can go and sell the carrots. That's totally fine if we want some extra cash. But we're not going to worry about it. What I am going to check is, are there any contracts for mowing today? Please, please. There's deadwood. There's a fertilizing. That's actually a nice fertilizing one, that one. Sowing, stone picking, wood transport. Nothing really. Bale wrapping. We don't own a bale wrapper. Can't do that. There's another deadwood one there. I'll ring Noah, see if he wants us to do it. We might pick that up. Yeah, in fact, let's just do it. Let's just take the contract. Let's not ring Noah. Let's just take it. I'll go and do that. Number of trees are 9. It's a nice little bit of bank for us. We'll do it. And we'll that'll probably be our day-to-day if no more mowing contracts come up. It's actually hailing, I think. Well, luckily the paintwork on the truck here isn't the best paintwork. We don't mind if it hails on it. Crikeys, it's hailing cats and dogs. Alright, we'll go with this timber timber job down here. Not that we wouldn't be mowing in the rain, in the hail anyway, I don't think. This is why we need an undercover area also, because I can't have my equipment sitting out getting hailed on. It's no good for the equipment, that's for sure. We'll have to put our hard hat on, I think, while we go mowing, go chainsawing down here. Now it's just, I might actually just drive into the woods. If you drive into the woods today, you better watch out for Gary. It'd be nice to get 10k. We could get that forklift grabber. Okay, I'm gonna park just here. Alright, got my hard hat on. And I'll quickly whip through this and see you at the last tree. Job done. Noah, completed. Lovely. Good to see that our relationship with Noah's growing too. We're 1,000 short. I've left the indicator running. Also have. We're 1,000 short of that fork. Like it, but that's okay. What we'll do is, I think we'll just let our vegetables and such just accumulate for a little bit, and that'll be no biggie. I guess all we can do now is try and wait this storm out. I don't know how long it's going to hail for. Okay, we're up at home. I think it might be. Look, I'll wait a bit of time. I'm going to run inside here and just stand inside. Actually, you might go in and just, although it's going to be noisy on the roof of that, I might just wait in here because it'll be too noisy in there. Have a cup of tea or a coffee. And I'll wait this storm out for a bit. It's lunchtime and it's all cleared up. Man, it went for hours. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we've got any contracts now we can do. Bale, another deadwood. Well, no, I don't want to do that yet. We wanted to get into, nah, I'm not going to do, that will buy us our fork and we could sell some products. Maybe we'll have to do mowing next episode. Do we really want to do another chainsawing contract? Is the question. I could whip down and do this. I don't have to, like, you guys don't need to see it. And that'll allow us to get the tines, so then we can start picking up cartons. Yeah, okay. I'll accept it. I'll do it. I'm indicating still. I'll go and whip down and do this job. And then we'll go and get the tractor, buy the rear or the forklift tines for the tractor. Then we'll come back and then we'll load up the trailer. How does that sound? Okay, fairly straightforward job. Last tree here. We're not going to cut it down with a torch ham. Then we'll hand it in. Then we'll order our forklift tines. They are expensive, but they're really, I hope they're going to be enough. They should be fine to do what we need it to do. Let's go ahead and hand that contract in. Thank you, Noah. We need the money. That's taking us over the 10,000 mark, so we can afford those now. Look at all this stuff. Oh, 13,000 for that plow. Unfortunately, our tractor would not be able to pull that. You need at least 220 to pull that, horses. This tedder, I mean windrower, sorry. This, no, that's a tedder. Yeah, this tedder would be really handy, but we're not quite into grass work at the moment, like haymaking. But 6.2 for that is such a good price with an 8.9. Oh man, that's a good purchase. Where'd you park the car? Down the hill here somewhere. Okay, so what I'll do, yeah, let's go and buy our, what are we doing? We're buying this, aren't we? We definitely have to buy this. Any cheap forklifts? No. No secondhand ones either. So we're definitely stuck with, it's not to worry. This will be fine. This is means to an end, and it's not going to be permanent, I hope. Put it that way. There's nothing else, is there? No. This is it. This is your lot. Okay, I'll meet you back when I've picked it up and we're loading the trailer, because I won't subject everyone to... Oh, the car's over here. I won't subject everyone to all the driving I have to do. Well, we have to drive back up, then I have to drive the tractor up the shop, pick it up, come back down. Yeah, so that's actually not too bad. I'm indicating too. That's not too bad. What I was talking about was actually the... Oh no, that's a bit of... That's in and out. Oh, that's my front windscreen. I didn't mean for that. Oh. Sunroof? Sure. Did you know that we had a sunroof, everyone? I can flap up in a little bit of fresh air in here. That's good. We'll let a bit of fresh air in, shall we? You were saying, Ham? Tilt? Oh yeah, tilt. This is as far down as it goes, and this is as far up as it goes, and that's what I was talking about there. Sunroof goes down, sunroof goes up. It's not exactly a sunroof, it's more of an air flap. Lets out the bad smell in the cabin, being me. Well, it's time for the moment of truth. Let's unpack this. Let's get it down. Let's bring the tines... Oh, that's the door. Let's bring the tines in. Bring them right down to the ground. And we'll try and get the... What we'll do... I'll try and stack some boxes together. And is that the best option, Ham? Stacking them together? I mean, it's not... a bad option? Is it? Okay, I need you to come up. Right, and then I can pick up a couple of boxes at once. Right. We're only going to be doing the lettuces, right? And then I can move the carrots by hand. That's how it was before. I was going to say time-lapse, but I don't think we need to time-lapse this one. The trouble is the reversing on this tractor ain't the quickest tool in the shed. But that's okay. Just come back a little bit. Okay, now if we now see, we've got to get... Maybe I'll come around this side. Even if they just tip on and all the lettuces spill out, does that matter? Kinda does. We don't want our lettuce all over the place, do we? Let us not spill it. I'm trying to get a good camera shot here. Obviously, drone technology on the farm. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Back it up. Don't smash the trailer, though. I probably picked them up too close. You mean smash the trailer like that? Yeah, don't do that again. They're in there. You can't say they're not. And I didn't use... I didn't use the mower. That's a thing. You spent 10,000 just to do that. Good stacking. I'll fix it in a sec. I've got an idea how to fix it. Okay. Now, if I get the if I get the attacher on the front, can I not be doing that? If I get the attacher on the front, I can go ahead and maybe put the forks on the front, which would probably make my life a little bit easier. However, I don't know how the maneuverability on the rear, on the front 3-point hitch would be. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and slide these in nicely over the edge here, let them drop in, then I'll go back around and just push those lettuce down. Okay, don't come down to, yeah, hang on. This is not, need to get that in there. How do you like your goods, everyone? Smashed around at Ham's farm? Okay, that's good. There we go. Brilliant. And the rest we can do by hand. Hooray! I'm going to go ahead. I said I was going to get chickens today, didn't I? Yeah, but that's an epic fail. You didn't do that. I'm just going to park this up here. Like such. Close my my stink box lid. And the rest we can just stack on ourselves. Yeah, like that. Okay. Even if I have to double stack them somehow. We can go drop the carrots off first. I'm not going to fuss about the carrots too much. They can just literally... I think the best selling place for them is just down the road here. It may change. There may be a better place to do it like the train, but I'm not going to worry. This is just to ensure we have a little bit of income, and why not just finish off today's episode by selling a bit more product, hey? What a nice way to finish off the episode, selling some stuff. I'll have to stack those, I think. Like that. Yep. Nice! Yay! We've got chilies. Check the prices on chilies for me first, please. Carrots, I mean, they're really coming down much. I mean, 270 though, 250 is not that far off, so I'm fine to just keep selling products. We might next month, because we've not got much on this month. We might let our vegetables just stack up for a while, and then we'll do one big veggie sale. Chili peppers, 900 as opposed to 886 at Koki. Or Kochi, or Koki, however you want to pronounce it. And the lettuce, I presume. We're just going to probably go to Kochi. Yeah, 1983 down to 188. We're going to go Kochi for that all. So same places as last time. Okay. We'll stop off and do the carrots first. But I think that while it's a little bit sort of clumsy, the rear forklifts, it's literally just a means to an end for us to get through at the moment. All right, nice. I mean, it's $1,000 for 3 pallets of carrots still, right? In an off-peak, or coming out of peak season. Oh, no! No, Ham! Oh. I'm just going to strap this on. Remember to strap it on. I just had to come home, get the tractor, go down, pick it up, put it on. Oh, you get the gist, right? I forgot to strap it down and my lettuce went everywhere. Let us not do that again. No more lettuce puns, Sam. Yeah, well, ay. This is all I can say about that. Okay. On down to... can someone help me with the pronunciation of... Is it Kochi or Coco or Koki? There's a fruit and vegetable market in Brisbane, Queensland. Actually, not far from where I used to live when I was in Brizzy. And it's called Coco's Fruit and Vegetable Market. It's this cool place you can go to. And I want to call this place Coco's, but it's not. It's like Cokie. It's what it reminds me of, because the place up here is called COCCO, Coco. Whereas this place is COCCI, so it's kind of... Ham, what about your trailer? Yeah, look, the roads are thin. Yeah, so it's doing my head in a little bit, just seeing that word. Cochi, Cocky, Cokies. I'm going to call it Cokies. Call it Cokies. Ma'am, I see you cross this road at least 20 times a day. What are you doing? All right, here we go. There we go. 4,626. Oh, the fruit and veggies are going to pay for themselves over and over again. But that's it, team. That's your lot today. I'll be back next episode. I'm thinking, can we just pull over to in this person's driveway? Yeah, just pull over in this person's driveway. I'm thinking it's going to be mowing season. Back into mowing season. Grass. Where's your grass? I'm thinking it's going to be mowing season very, very soon because the grass is growing back. So I think April, May, we should start to see our grass contracts coming back. Otherwise, please let me know in the comment section down below about the shed. We're going to have to look at getting put up. Please let me know in the comment section who said to switch to the 5-meter harrow that I said was bugged out, that it's now not bugged out, because I'm glad I listened to you and forced myself to do it. And the rest of you, please comment and let me know what your thoughts are in terms of potentially our next big purchase. Should it be a field? Or should we go for some more implementations? Until next time, thanks for hanging out today. Bit of a chaotic episode. I know we had a lot going on, but that's what happens when you go through these wintry months. They won't all be like this. Eventually we'll have our own farm to deal with a lot of this stuff. Stay safe, stay glued to your screen, and I'll see you all very soon back at the shack here on Palanye. Get out of here.